What is up, everybody? Sorry that took so long. I was trying to figure out how to update my category for YouTube streaming because it says I'm gaming, but I'm not really gaming. I mean, I guess it's close, but yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Here's my restream. Fun. Oh, you don't see that though. Thank God. Maybe I should go over here and set up what we're going to look at. There we go. So yeah, tonight we're going to be jumping back into some Predator because I feel like reading some comics. So we're going to be reading Predator, a series called Big Game. It's 4 parts and should be pretty awesome. Maybe. Concrete Jungle last night was abysmal. And I started up a blog called Geeky N, as in the letter N, Godly. geekyandgodly.blogspot.com. You can go check that out. I'm going to be reviewing like everything I'm doing because, I mean, why not, right? It's there. So, yeah. Boom. That is the wrong button. Desktop capture. I'll let you guys take in the beauty of this. How come this is not hidden? I mean, there's no real harm for you guys seeing it, but it's just annoying. Taskbar settings. There we go. Hide it in desktop mode. Sure. All right. There we go. I'll be right back. I gotta grab some water because, yeah, reading out loud, making gargly, growly Predator noises and all the sound effects, it is taxing. Hey, wait, let's quick test here. Oh. Testing chat. It's going. There it is in the corner. Awesome. Okay, cool. Last night people showed up and I didn't even know. Right. Yeah, I joined DLive last night too, so now I'm restreaming to like all the most popular, coolest, hippest, raddest streaming platforms. After this, we're going to be playing some, oh, that's Dusty Webcam. After this, we're going to be playing some Mirror's Edge again, because it was so fun last night, getting stuck. Okay, here we go. Predator. Big Game. Oh my gosh, look at him. He looks all sciencey. He's got like a scientist monocle. Most of Cibola County in New Mexico still looks like a Frederick Remington landscape. The terrain is wide open and rugged, with very few people around to spoil the view. Occasionally, however, there are things that disrupt the serene community. I think I actually had this comic when I was a kid. I can remember going into what was called Tumbleweeds Comics. It's closed now. It was closed years ago. But the only comic store in my small city of 35,000 people. And just being so blown away to realize, whoa, there's Predator comics. I was like 11 years old. I'd watched the Predator so many times. It was an edited version from TV that my dad had videotaped for me. and I'd watched it like repeatedly, even though the last like 5 minutes was cut off because the tape ran out. Welcome to DLive. Please make sure you've read our blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Well, hold on. Let me just go check that real quick. Oh, my gosh. That is so annoying. Okay, here's what we're going to do, team. Intermission. I just want to see if I'm still streaming over there or if they closed me down for some dumb reason. Like, you've breached our terms of service. There we go. Open link, new tab. It's going. Looks like trash. Oh, wait, go to source. It's gorgeous. Wow, what a high quality stream. All right. Back to the comic. Sorry about that. I don't like interrupting it. I wish all these I wish all my past VODs would be like you know, just flawless commentary or flawless reading of the comic, but might be too much to ask. All right. But yeah, no, it was super cool. Like realizing that there's these Predator comics, and then I did end up renting it and watching it repeatedly, rated R as it was. I'm like 11 or something. Grants Airport is not too far north from here, so overhead traffic is not uncommon. Frightened though they are, the locals venture out into the open after only a few minutes. And within the hour, things have returned to normal. That is as normal as things will ever be again. I mean, we saw a badger get shot in the Predator movie. You know, now it's shooting a warthog. Is this by accident? Due east in the North Plains, Cole Army Base is less than half an hour from lights out. Frankly, Corporal, I'd like to approve your request for a 3-day pass. But it's ill-timed, what with your starting anti-aircraft duty tomorrow. With all due respect, sir, I put in that request almost a month ago. Well, Corporal, no one ever said the Army was perfect. Look, son, I'll resubmit your request, and in another week or so, request permission to be excused, Sergeant. Huh? Oh, of course. Permission granted, Corporal. Must be the Air Force. Thank you, sir. Cagey little punk. I'm not mad at you, Enoch. It's just that I haven't seen you in months. Oh, Enoch, that's a good biblical name. I was really counting on seeing you for those 3 days. I'm sorry, Alda, but I have to go. Speed it up, Nakai. It's almost time for lights out. All right, but call me tomorrow, okay? Oh my gosh, I remember being in the Army trying to call girlfriends on payphones. It sucked so bad. And it's so expensive, too. Yo, Navajo Joe, what's shaking? Oh, now wait a minute. Don't tell me the buggers turned you down again. Let me ask you something, Enoch. Are all Indians like you? I mean, if it was me they screwed out of that pass, I'd be punching the walls and screaming bloody friggin' murder. But you don't even grit your teeth. Keep holding it all in like that, you're gonna give yourself an ulcer. Got any more of that bourbon hidden in your locker? Now that's more like it, Corporal. What say we just take a look and see, eh? Oh, why won't this headache go away? Oh, that's not him. Oh, why won't this headache go away? This must be why they don't want us grunts to have alcohol on the base. I don't think Mama Diddle's boy will be much use to you in this condition, Enoch. Wake me up if the Russians attack. The many smells of the prairie are like words to Enoch Nakai. Each smell has its own meaning. As the fragrance of loam means fertile soil and the scent of hair means food, an unfamiliar smell almost always means danger. Get up. You smell something strange? Smell something strange? My head feels like it's stuffed with cotton, buddy boy. I can't smell a dang thing. I'm telling you, there's a weird odor. It's coming from over there. What does it smell like? I don't know. That's what worries me. Sort of like sweat, I guess. Well, it's certainly hot enough for that, and it's not even 8 a.m. yet. That must be what's bugging you, this awful drought we've been having. That and the whiskey. Shh. Listen. Someone's up in those trees. I can hear him. Oh, that's cool. You're nuts. Anyone can see there's nothing up there. Say, what in the heck is that? Get down! Indicache! Just like grandfather said, no more than a shimmer in the air. Man, I can't believe the colonel needs another Jeep. What's wrong with the vehicles he took its son up? Stop! You have to help me. Geez, now what? Hey, aren't you supposed to be on anti-aircraft duty today? I won't go back up there. Do you know what I saw up there? No, what did you see? What can I tell him? That I saw a witch? It's something I should report directly to the Sarge or the Colonel. Well, then hop aboard. They're out investigating a bogey, and I'm heading out to see him now. Though I'm sure they'll want to know why you're not at your post. According to this Colonel, his survey team should be at the foot of those mountains. What the? Wow, that's cool. Splendid. You men made excellent time. Corporal Nakai, what the heck are you doing here? Sergeant Coates, Colonel Alteri, I must speak to you about a matter of extreme urgency. I'll say we have a matter of extreme urgency, Corporal. There's a foreign covert surveillance aircraft in our midst, the presence of more quite likely, and you've abandoned your post. Begging the sergeant's pardon, but I believe I may have encountered the occupant of that aircraft. And he's no spy, sir. Oh, look, that's General Phillips, I think. Back at it again. Oh, maybe not. If it's Colonel Alteri. Later. Having a sip of some water. I've had a couple of people stop by. I don't know why they're not staying. This is so cool. Okay, Corporal, I'm counting on you to keep everything you've just told us to yourself. It's possible the person you saw will try to retrieve his ship. So stay with these men and keep your eyes peeled. We don't want any more casualties. Yes, sir. We'll head back to the base, and as soon as we get there, I'll send some men after Private Dietl's body. You certainly have a lot of faith in your men, Sergeant. Navajos barely speak even when asked to, Colonel. He'll keep quiet. I've no doubt about that. But do you actually believe his story? You didn't see how much radar that craft absorbed coming in last night, sir. It looked to be about the size of a sparrow on our screens. Only its tremendous speed tipped us off. Lord only knows what tricks the pilot might have up his sleeve. Sergeant Coates is true to his word, and just before sundown, I don't get it, Close. If he bled that much, where could he have gone? Gee, do you think this trail might mean something, Einstein? Oh my God, Lee! There he is! These two soldiers are your typical frontiersmen, practically born and bred in the great outdoors. They've killed a lot of deer, skinned a lot of rabbits, and cleaned a lot of fish. Strong boys with stronger stomachs. If they weren't paralyzed with fear, they'd puke their guts out. Oh my gosh. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh man, what are we gonna do? I think I'm gonna be sick. Shing! What the? This can't be happening! Gotta get back to the base. Gotta keep moving. Keep moving. Show your face, you chicken. There it goes again, man. Someone's shouting out there. Get your head in here, Croft, and ditch that butt before the Sarge comes by. Hey, Nakai, where the heck is Deedle? He's still out there? He's giving us his me strong silent Navajo act. Ain't said a word since hauling in that funny-looking plane. Well, maybe he's not supposed to talk about it, Colonel's orders and all that crap. What's Deedle got to do with that? Why can't he tell you where Deedle is? I don't know, maybe he scalped him. Get it? Oh, why, you stinking scumbag! All right, Chief, now let's see how you handle a real challenge. Take it easy, Nakai. Nobody wants to fight you. What the hell is going on here? Never mind, I don't have time for this crap. Nakai, come with me right now. I don't suppose you want to tell me how that got started, eh? Yeah, that's what I figured. Get in there. Come right in, son. Sorry I can't offer you a seat. I don't think the corporal minds, sir. Understand one thing, Corporal. This conversation goes no further than this storage closet. Whatever we tell you is strictly classified. Yes, sir. Corporal, preliminary testing on that ship we retrieved this morning has us worried. You were right. It most definitely is not a surveillance craft. We believe it's a hostile combat vessel, and we believe that you did indeed run into its operator. The fact that he got this close poses some serious questions about our defenses. Without his craft, however, I doubt that he's much threat to the base as a whole. On the other hand, he's probably anxious to eliminate the only person who can recognize him. The sergeant and I have decided it's best that you take a leave from the base. Colonel, he's armed with... I remember what you told us, son. After we inspect Deedle's body, we should have a better idea of what we're up against. But sir, your being here may also complicate matters for us. Already this thing seems to have caused tension between you and the other men. I've pushed through your 3-day pass to take effect tomorrow morning. We'll provide the transportation to the nearest bus stop. I know we can count on your confidentiality. Really, this is for the best, for all involved. You can see that. You can see that, can't you, Corporal? 4:42 a.m. It's about time. You were the one who wanted to get an early start. Sorry, had to make a call. We can still make the 507 bus to La Barca de Oro, right? No problem. Weird how the Colonel suddenly okayed your pass, isn't it? Yeah, weird. Real weird. Weird like a predator laying in a tree. Sir, do you think the pilot realizes that we've seized his craft? Oh, I imagine he's figured it out by now, Sergeant. And what of it? After all, what can he possibly do about it? 6:38 a.m. Well, nothing, I guess, but what about Nakai? I doubt he bought all that crap we fed him last night. He's not stupid, you know. Who cares? He's among the private sector now. If he talks out there, who'll believe him? Any new developments, Doctor? I'd like to have as much info as possible when I report this to Washington. Well, almost all radioactivity indicating deep space travel has dissipated. Quite fascinating. Darn, I forgot to get Lee's enclosed report last night. Doctor, what's this flashing light all about? That's curious. It wasn't flashing a minute ago. It wasn't even on. Colonel, I think we may have a problem. Hi. Can we, there we go. Whoa. Yikes. Serves you right for tinkering around with a predator ship. Oh, flogging a dead horse. That's how they ended all their comics. It was the letters to the editor. I didn't know. I had no. As like an 11-year-old, I'm like, what's flogging mean? Didn't even think to look in a dictionary. Meanwhile, it means like beating. Alrighty. Oh! Big game 2. Wow. Look at the skulls he's already got. He's so dangerous. Yeah, I definitely had these comics when I was a kid. I love this one. Yo, what's up, Wizard? Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoyed The Predator. Hope you enjoy comics. You're in luck. We got both happening. You gotta love that old 80s, 90s comic art. Tried and true. Ben's Saloon in Agadi, New Mexico has very little competition. Comfortably nestled between the Zuni and Rama reservations, it's the only place for many miles around a man can go to get a drink. That is, it's the only place a man can go to get drunk. You fellas hear that big explosion this morning? Sure did. Came down from the southeast too. Probably that dang coal base testing some dang missile. Well, ask the little red soldier over there. Maybe he knows what's what. All right, Enoch. It's almost 1. Let's get out of here. I know what that means. Come on, you can't stay here and drink forever. Not forever. Just till I pass out. Say there, buddy. Huh? What the heck do you want? Well, me and my friends was wondering if you knew anything about that big explosion we heard this morning. We just hope it ain't nothing nuclear. Don't know what you're talking about, but if you want to fight, you get in the right place. Hold on there, Chief. I ain't looking for no fight. Besides, you can just barely stand. Looks like your boyfriend is finally ready to leave. Here. I really don't care how many you want me to shear, but this morning you told me a dozen, and as you can see, there are only 10 here. You're right, Dan, but I know I brought in 12 of my sheep last night. I have nothing to gain by lying to you. I cannot risk you going to another herder for your wool. No, guess you wouldn't lie to me, but then what happened to the other 2? Drip, drip, drip. You think it could have been a puma? Oh my gosh. Son, go fetch your father's rifle. We better get the full exposure here. Oh yeah. Wow. Yikes. Come on, Nakai, give a guy a turn. You have all had enough turns. So long as you live under my roof, there'll be no drinking whiskey. You don't have to do that. You've scared off my friends. Friends like these you do not need. I need some friends, don't I? Friends that don't call me half-breed. That is a white man's term. There's no such thing as a half-breed. Regardless of blood, you are either a Belgana or you are of the people. Not both. Those who say otherwise are more white than you will ever be. I cannot deny what I am, grandfather, no matter how many pretty lies you concoct. Now come on, son, don't talk to your old man like that. That's right, son, it's your mom and dad dropping in to see you for a spell, and we brought a special visitor, too. You remember your brother, don't you? He remembers you. He's been looking for you. Say hello to your brother, son. Did you miss him? Well, he missed you. No! No! Take it easy, Enoch. You're just having a bad dream. Here, have some aspirin. What a weird dream. There was my grandfather, my father, mother, and my brother was a witch. Your brother and mother? I thought you said your brother was stillborn and your mama, she died too. Said it was weird, didn't I? Oh, I feel terrible. Need a drink. Wrong, you need some aspirin. No more drinking while you're with me. That's a good lady right there. Have pity on me, woman. If I don't stay drunk, I'll go out of my mind. Woman, my name is Alda, man. I wish you would use it once in a while. And as for you having pity, if you ever told me what you were thinking, what's bothering you, maybe I could have pity. Got a lot of issues. Can't talk about it.
You wouldn't believe me, wouldn't understand. Nobody ever understands. You sure whine a lot for a man who was so lucky. Lucky? So when my father abandoned me, left me for an orphan, that was my lucky break? Is that it? Maybe your papa blamed you for your mama's death. I don't know, but he didn't leave you an orphan. Your grandfather raised you properly. So much against you, yet you've done so well. Luck has always been on your side, but you still wallow in self-pity. No pep talks today. I'm not in the mood. It appears these roads will not open anytime soon. The federal government has advised all Cibola County residents to stay indoors until further notice. Details are still sketchy, but officials have confirmed that a nuclear explosion destroyed Cole Military Base at 7:04 this morning. This would seem to preclude the possibility of any survivors. So please remember to stay indoors. I know it's your car, but it's stupid for both of us to go. Hey there, General. Sure could use your help. There's been a double murder out on the reservation. Still might be able to nab the son bitch, too. Sorry, Sheriff, I'm heading down to the base, see if I can help. I understand. Adios. Help him do what? Sweep up the ashes? Look, that was my base, and I think I know what happened. It's my duty to go back. But you'd be exposing yourself to who knows what. You shouldn't come with me. We're both safe where we are. As far as the Army's concerned, you're dead. If you never went back, who would know? I would. And so would you. Back there. Back behind the house. Back there. Go check it out, Floyd. I'll be back in a second. Now, before I go back there, you've got to help me out. Can you tell me what happened? No, I cannot. Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot tell you anything. I know you've had a terrible shock, but you've got to try and help me. It is not the shock, Sheriff. I did not see what happened. He did. Okay, boy, now can you tell me what you... Blue fire. Just blue fire. And then Father's head was gone. Hey, Sheriff, you'd best come take a look at this. Yeah, okay. I don't think those two are going to be much help. Sheriff, I ain't never seen wounds like these before. Lordy, that's cauterized flesh. Maybe that boy isn't so crazy after all. I don't know. I don't see how no bullet could have made that hole. I don't think it was bullets. Not bullets? Then what? Shh. You hear something? All right, you bugger, I got you now. Blinded by panic, the lawman fires without it looking and hits. Nothing? What the heck? This is freaking nuts. Either that or I am... Eh? Boop, beep, 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 boop, beep. All right, you bastard. I got you now. Wow. Horrifying. I need a drink. Oh, man. Stream is just popping off. Everybody's here. But you don't understand. I was stationed at Cole. I have to get through. I can help the investigating team. I understand one thing, Chief. We ain't in the Army. And if we was those hash marks, make you a corporal, whereas I'm a sergeant. So you understand something. So long as Uncle Sam says nobody gets through, nobody will get through. So march your red butt back to your vehicle and move out. And that's an order. Oh my gosh, there's so much racism in this comic book. The late 80s, early 90s were a horrible time. To heck with it. I'll just write. I don't know the Army anything, especially not now. Besides, that pilot or a witch or whatever it was probably got blasted to atoms with the rest of them. I just don't care anymore. So I don't have a choice, really. I'll be back in about half an hour. The sooner the better. Maybe it's the explosion, but this whole town is spooked. What do you mean? Remember when the sheriff asked you for his help? Well, apparently he and his deputy got killed out at the reservation. A sheepherder's wife drove into town with the news, telling everyone to lock their doors. But that's not the worst. Their herder's son kept saying it was a blue fire that killed them over and over again. That's all he could say. Blue fire, blue fire, blue fire. Honey, listen to me. Get out of that hotel. Get the heck out of that town now. What are you talking about? I can't go anywhere. You've got the car. Just hitch a ride down 36 till you get to Rosalita's. The car will be here. You still have the spare set of keys, don't you? Good. Now just listen to me. Take the car across the border into Arizona as fast as you can and don't stop for anything. I can't explain, but you've got to do this. But Enoch, where will you be? I'm going to have to head down to Cole or what's left of it. But why? There'll be an army team there to investigate the explosion. The kid's right. Someone is out there killing people with blue fire. Someone the army is going to help me kill. The federal government wants all access to Cole military base closed off. That's plain. But before there were any paved roads to close, before there was even a federal government, there was the open prairie. And to young Enoch Nakai, in Navajo born and raised in Chabola County, an open prairie is an open invitation. Thought it would be cooler after sundown. Still, I have the cover of the dark, just in case any choppers are out. Before the days of forward-looking infrared, I guess. Huh? Looks like I'm not the only one hiking tonight. A little out of my way, but better take a look. See if they're friend or foe. 20 minutes later, Corporal Nakai makes a stealthy approach. Don't smell anything cooking. They sure don't need it for heat. Curiouser and curiouser. What? What the heck is that? Gotta get a hold of myself. This is... Clink, shink. Huh? Oh, that's my witch. My Adagasi. Some sort of monster. I hope that thing can't see through the rock. Wow. Wow. Shing. Say, Figueres, how about another cup of Java? I got more than an hour till dawn and I can barely keep my eyes open. Yo, you're still on watch, aren't you? The Major will kill you if he sees you away from your post. Didn't you hear me? I can't keep watch if I can't keep my eyes open. Besides, that's an atomic crater over there. Ain't no one in his right mind would want to be within miles of this spot. I understand what you're saying, sir. The Geiger counters all show very low readings at ground zero, but I'm still hesitant to send men in. I believe our aerial photographs make it clear that a nuclear weapon was used on the army base. Closer inspection is unlikely to yield more data at this time. I disagree, Major. We're still operating in the dark here, and any bit of information we can glean from the blast site is of the utmost importance. Begging the Colonel's pardon, sir. All right, son, slowly step into the light and identify yourself. And keep your hands up. Corporal Enoch Nakai, sir. Permanently stationed at Cole. Until yesterday, that is. You mean to tell me? Yes, sir. And believe me, Colonel, the blast that destroyed Cole military base is the least of our problems. Look at that bag of trophies. Oh, look, is that Tankerel and Concrete? Yeah, and Flaming Carrot. Wow. Classics from Dark Horse Comics. Soothing the throat a little bit after all that reading. My gosh. It's hard doing all the roaring and stuff. That's the worst. And the sound effects. Oh, looks like he's killed another GI. Wow. Welcome to the small town of Agate, New Mexico. Most of the time, its population hovers around 700. Today, population is precisely 0. Only a little past 8 o'clock. Even these local yokels don't turn in that early. Come to think of it, where are all their cars? They couldn't all left town, could they? What the heck happened here? Holy jumping crap! What kind of animal is that? Or is it an animal? Whatever it is, it must be crazy to keep jumping in front of the car. Let's just play some weird game of chicken with me. Yeah! Oh gosh, watch where you're going. Shing! You just bagged your last trophy. Now it's my turn. It's ready to fire Nakai! Darn it! All right, move in while he's still down. Enoch Nakai was born and raised a hunter among the Navajo. By grandstanding, he warned his prey, and it cost him an accurate first strike. That's just, like I said about Concrete Jungle, just some of the writing is just so bad. They wanted to write in this, I guess, or they wanted to keep the predator alive. I don't know, but the grandstanding, they could have simply just had the predator hear the vehicles drive up and then run away, but oh no. He had to do something dumb, like announce his presence to the predator before shooting so that he could jump away. Whatever. I don't write this stuff. I just read it. A good hunter would never have done that. A good hunter knows better. For there is nothing more dangerous than a wounded animal. Shing! Oh! I guess they were driving too? I don't know. You okay, Corporal? Never mind me. Kill that thing! Hold your fire! I said hold your fire! Just because this town is supposed to be evacuated doesn't mean it is, Major. It's action like that which gets civilians killed. Yes, sir. Guess I was a little hasty, sir. It's my fault, sir. I started the whole thing with the bazooka. Ah, so was you. Well, it's understandable. I imagine you lost quite a few friends when your base was destroyed, and that thing is probably responsible. Naturally, you're going to be emotional about the whole matter. Sir, seems the creature seems to have headed east-northeast across the prairie. Do we pursue? Of course you pursue. I promise it won't happen again, Colonel. That's right, Corporal. It isn't going to happen again. That's because you're staying here in town as part of the occupying force, where I can keep my eye on you. Fano in 20-meter intervals. We're coming into desert terrain. Visibility won't be a problem. This thing's hurt, so we might just catch it. And remember, you see anything funny, anything at all, call out. This bugger's supposed to be one tricky sun gun. And these goggles may be good for spotting animals and such. But they make everything else look like hell. Whoa, what's this? Looks like that monster's blood. But we've been tracking it for half an hour. Why would a trail start here? Why isn't this guy telling the rest of his team? And why would it just stop here? I think this definitely qualifies as something funny. Yo, Corrales! Whoa, he just got torn a new one. Wow. But Lieutenant Mayhew's call has not gone unnoticed. Hey, Mayhew! Mayhew, did you find something? Come on, Mayhew, what do you want? Infrared vision, an innovation in military technology, is considered essential to nighttime missions. What do you want? Usually gives these soldiers an edge. Quit yanking my chain, would you? This is serious. This time, military technology has outsmarted itself. Oh, wow. For whatever reason, he's holding the gun. And so he thought it was Mayhew. That was silly. Shouldn't take it so bad, Corporal. I mean, you led us to that thing. You did your duty. Let Major Amblin in his... Amblin Entertainment, Spielberg's pedophile production company, named after his gross indie film that he used to get into Hollywood. A film that... it's all about a guy who picks up an attractive woman, but then she finds out he's actually gay because he's got... milk of magnesia in his guitar case and no guitar. And milk of magnesia is code in that community. Let Major Amblin and his boys do the rest. That's what they're there for. Or that's what they're here for. Huh. Say, isn't Nakai a Navajo name? Uh-huh. Finally, a red brother. Huh? Well, not exactly brother. I'm Zuni. Name's Dan Tilden. Nice to meet you. My girlfriend is Zuni. Small world. For Indians, anyway. Not many of us in the army, though. That's no surprise. My dad hit the roof when I told him I was joining up. Said he'd rather I'd gone on the Jesus road. How'd your folks take it? I was raised by my grandfather. Darn, that must have been even worse. Older folks just don't understand. It's the... Enoch doesn't hear the rest of Dan's monologue. He's thinking of a day some 3 years ago. A day like any other. Come on in, grandson. A day like no other. Grandfather, I have something to tell you. And I would like to tell you something. Even though we don't live under the same roof anymore, do you see the figures here? Grandfather, please, this is not easy. That is Nyan Asgani, a monster slayer, one of the hero twins. He plays a very important part in the Night Way. Wow, super occult, but anyway. All right, go on and ignore me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Without him, we cannot dispel the Adagashi or the evil they bring. I want you to know, it's got nothing to do with you. I don't want you to see this as an insult. We are now in the 4th day of this chant. It is long, hard work banishing witches. Before I went down to the recruitment office, I gave a lot of thought to what you always said. About how being a Navajo wasn't in your blood, but in your heart. How you acted. That is why people need me. They must have the help of a Yatali in this difficult task. A medicine man. I just want to say that no matter what you think, in my heart, I'll always be Navajo. Just as I in turn need the help of a Mane Isgani, or I will not succeed. Darn it, grandfather, please stop talking and listen to me. Besides everything you're saying, I already know it. Do you, grandson? Do you really know it? Hey, can you hear me in there, pal? Sorry, what did you say? Well, back at the camp, you mentioned this thing had some kind of ray gun or something, right? So I was just wondering how come we didn't use it when we attacked. Oh, no! Why didn't I think of that? Oh, God, no! Colonel Trench! Arrest you? Of course not. We're just glad you're alive and well. Colonel Trench, sure. What is it, Corporal? Begging the Colonel's pardon, but I've got to talk to you, sir. Camp, eh? Why not? If you can fly a ship, why shouldn't he have a camp? He forgot to tell him that he saw him on the desert. Oh my gosh. What an idiot. So you think there may be more than one of these creatures set up in this camp? I hadn't even considered that, sir, but I'm fairly certain he's keeping his weapons there. Well, that doesn't make much sense. Setting out from your camp without a weapon. Then again, from what I've seen in this town, the creature doesn't need a weapon most of the time. But as for calling the search and destroy team back, that won't solve anything. We've got to kill this thing, but fast. And those are 14 of my best men. Nevertheless, I'll instruct the major to send out an advance scout to look for a camp. That might not be enough, Colonel. You haven't seen what this thing can do, sir. Alone, he could wipe out all your men. And if there are more, you know what I like about you, Corporal? You never forget you're in the army. Even under these trying circumstances, you address me properly. You salute. I like that. So please, Corporal, don't spoil it now. Gotta take a drink. Never forget you're in the army. Screw that bugger. Screw him in his Jeep. Corporal, what the heck do you think you're doing? Forgetting I'm in the army. Vroom. 10 miles to the northeast. Yes, Colonel. I'll deploy an advance scout straight away. And don't you worry about Nakai. I'll take care of him as soon as he gets here. Hey, Corrales, that you? Yes, sir. Okay, I want you and Mayhew to run ahead to that mountain range. Those are lava flows, sir. Whatever, keep your eyes peeled for an enemy encampment and approach with extreme caution. Understood? Understood, sir. Encampment? Didn't the Major see that thing? Okay, it walks upright, but so does Godzilla. I mean, it's not like we're dealing with a Rommel here. Yo, Mayhew, something wrong with your pea shooter? Jeez, Mayhew, you sound like you got asthma. What the heck's the matter with you? Mayhew? What in the heck? That monster's got one of our guns, sir! It's killed Mayhew and Corrales, I don't know who else. Corporal Marks, get the Colonel back on the horn. We're all through playing army. And very soon, Major, we all have to get out of here now. Corporal Nakai, I'm so happy to see you. Sergeant Wallace, place Corporal Nakai under arrest for stealing army property. Arrest? But Major, that thing's more dangerous than you think. On the contrary, Corporal, I think that creature is dang dangerous. Boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. Trust me, son, this will be over in no time. All right, let's get some big, wide action. Oh, yeah. Awesome. There it is, an Apache gunship versus the Predator. With 2 Hellfires, I'm sure. Or maybe they're just some simpler rocket. You see that, Corporal? All done. Major Hamlin, sir, look! Oh, God, no! Soldier, you get your butt back here and fight like a man! I'm coming for you, Nakai! Nakai, do you hear me? Nakai! Wow. That was pretty action-packed. A little bit better than the Concrete Jungle, I gotta say. Oh, scanned by Crack-Comic. There's the cover, boys and girls. I gotta keep drinking water. Last episode. 15,000 years ago, this area was teeming with life. But no more. Successive volcanic eruptions have covered the earth with a ragged black landscape of hardened lava. This lava flow covers roughly 200 square miles of northern New Mexico. That's why the Spanish named this place El Malpais, the bad country. The Navajos have another name for it, Yeitso Berit Ningizi, literally translated, where big enemy God's blood clotted. When the earth was young, hordes of monster gods preyed upon humanity. No, they didn't. Only after the hero twins destroyed these demons was the world safe for man. Here on this spot, Tobachi Shini distracted the immense horned monster while his twin brother Nayenezgineni, the monster slayer, took careful aim with his bow. His arrow pierced the giant's heart, and the river of black blood that gushed forth eventually hardened into this sea of stone. Or so goes the Navajo myth. While the sun was up, and I was well armed. No more excuses. It's crazy how limited the colors were back then. Excuses, heck. If I hadn't run for cover, I'd be as dead as the rest. They were all well armed. Sure, but that still didn't make it okay. A little voice kept whispering, coward, in my ear. And I always would unless I did something about it. Right now. Plus, the radio was out, the vehicles were shot, and the nearest help was over 10 miles away. So if I sat on my hands waiting for the cavalry... Yo, thanks for the follow there, Shrapnel Slinger. Right on. I will definitely be reading more comics as the days and months and years go by. So if I sat on my hands waiting for the cavalry, that bugger would probably come after me. All things considered, I'd rather be the hunter. Wow! Excellent work, Corporal Nakai. I'd forgotten a lot of these hills on the Mayo-Pei are just giant air bubbles in the lava. Some of the rock is less than an inch thick in places. Breaking through one of these huge bubbles can mean a fall of more than 60 feet. An odd and perilous feature of the Mayo-Pei, but not the only one. What the heck's he looking at? Oh, layers. I guess in the rock, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Ronan? Doing good. How are you doing, man? Decided to stream comics that I wanted to catch up on from way back in the day before I delete them. It was an island, a piece of land not covered but surrounded by the lava flow. I hadn't realized they got this big. Who knew what I would find here? What the heck was this? Wait a minute. Bingo. Sees a predator just laying there, having a nap. What are the odds? He sure looked comfortable. Must have figured he'd wiped us all out the night before. Maybe Alda had been right. Maybe luck was on my side. For 4 hours now and still no word. All right, Sergeant, you'll be in charge until my return. Yes, sir. I'll phone in every hour on the hour. Should I skip 2 calls in a row, you have authorization to call in an airstrike. You'll find the coordinates in last night's radio log on my desk. Sir, perhaps there's a safer way to do this. The chopper would be faster over this rough terrain, but I'm convinced that monster took out our Apache last night. Not enough armor, I figure. So Melinda here may be slower, but I'm betting she's safer. What I mean, sir, is that we could just call the airstrike right now. No, son, we couldn't do that. Last night I sent those soldiers out on what I figured was a milk run. I was wrong. You're good? Right on, Ronan. And now I gotta try to make up for that mistake. And if any of those boys are still alive, if only one is just barely breathing, well, I've got to do everything in my power to bring him home. You understand, Sergeant? How's the mic going? Is it clicking and stuff? Because it was doing that last night for some reason. So I hope it's not doing that tonight. But sir, the danger. Son, the day I shy away from any danger I expect my men to face, that's the day I'll resign from this man's army. All right, folks, let's move out. A jungle in the middle of the prairie was almost surreal, but at the same time, it made sense. This was probably the only fertile land for miles, and seeds and rain would naturally collect here. That is, when it did rain. What really threw me was that carrion pit. No, it's good. Sounds good. Oh, thanks, guys. Stunk up the whole valley, making me pretty ill. Ah! Ah! Stupid. Should have guessed that he would be booby-trapping the perimeter of his camp. Oh, crap. Gone? Not likely. But I couldn't see him or hear him, and the only thing I could smell was that pit of rotten flesh behind me. And then I did hear something. Jeez! Ah! I knew that nothing could stop him this time. How in the heck could he bear the stench of that pit? I couldn't figure the bugger out. My pistol couldn't have scared him off. He'd seen me fire the M60, so he knew I couldn't hit the broadside of a mountain left-handed. He was obviously playing cat and mouse with me. Oh, he had me. He could have killed me, and now was he taking a nap? How pathetic. Monster Slayer slew the great enemy god on this very spot, and I was running scared from one little monster. Then again, Monster Slayer had help. Not me. No relief for me. I had to rack my brain, try to come up with a strategy while that freak was resting up for his second shot. Of course, he wasn't sleeping. He was recovering. The fall from the tree had hurt him. He was wounded, exhausted, probably weighed a ton, so any fall was sure to do him damage, in which case a 60-foot drop ought to be very effective strategy. Now all I needed was a plan to get that gargoyle up here. I had no doubts this was going to work. Only one avenue of escape for him, and it wouldn't be the wrong one. And it would be the wrong one. I felt funny about taking the Major's lighter. What was I supposed to do? Rub two sticks together? It wouldn't be long now, just a matter of time. More than a few minutes passed. Maybe he'd been burned, maybe he was already dead. Wishful thinking. Ah! Darn, didn't that gun ever run out of ammunition? Faster, you fat, ugly lizard! You climb like an old woman! Ah! This was it! Ah! 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 Shing! The Colonel! But it was coming from the valley! My gun! It was the ammo belt in the M60! Fire ignited the gunpowder and the shells! My luck had held out! But what about my aim? Soon, but much too late. Good God! Hey, Colonel, over here! Why do you suppose it cut off all their heads, sir? Only a savage can answer that question for you. Soldier? Only a savage can answer that question. Only a savage can answer that. Then go ahead and ask him. Oh, that's funny. Racism. They called him a savage. Oh, that's the end. Wow. What did you guys think of that? Hopefully you enjoyed it. Just give me a second here. I'm going to, oh, here. This is what I'll do. Go back to my library. And as you can see, I have a load of Predator comics here. And so, I mean, they're all older ones. I don't know if they even still print Predator comics. They probably do, as cash cow, I'm sure. But I don't really feel like downloading more than I already have. I have like over 1,000 comic books on my computer. But I will definitely work my way through these. Would you guys be interested in me taking screenshots of all the comics I have and then uploading them to my Facebook page so that you can actually look at it and say, hey, next time, read this one or whatever? Because I'm willing to do that if people want me to. Facebook page is fb.me/G5HPG or just G5HPG in the search bar for higher purpose, G5 higher purpose gaming. But yeah, that was that. It was okay, I guess. Better than Concrete Jungle. Concrete Jungle was awful. And then, of course, I got some Alien vs. Predator. I've also got Aliens comics. Oh, these ones up here are so good. I had these when I was like 11 years old. I made my parents take me to the comic store, and they had to wait for like an hour or something while I picked out comics. That was nice of them, though. That was very loving of them, but they just didn't understand, like, what is he doing? Why is he into this? Skr, what's up? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Anyways, guys, yeah, so that's that.
I am going to load up some Mirror's Edge and play that for about an hour. But if you go to my Facebook page, G5HPG in your search bar, or fb.me/G5HPG, I will definitely take screenshots of all the comics I've got left. You can look through them, and you can send me a message or comment in the Facebook page or whatever and say what you'd like to see next. Lots of good stuff here. And I'll definitely entertain your requests. My brother had a bunch of these comics. There's an alien comic I can't remember the name of. Details a doctor that end up living with and eventually killing a hive. Might be in an omnibus. Cool stuff. Oh, you know what? I do remember a story from back when I was younger where it was like there was a doctor who was like drinking some sort of royal jelly is what they called it, so that the DNA of the aliens would be in him so that he could live in the hive and stuff. It was crazy. There's lots of weird, crazy alien stories, but here, let's see what I got. Yes, yeah. That was pretty cool. There was another really good aliens one. Oh, it was so amazing. They send these colonial marines to like this alien planet to try and capture and harvest aliens, but the plan goes right down the toilet because I think it might even be in the same one, but one of them was eating royal jelly. Yeah, some of the marines would take it as a stimulant, as a drug to fight better, but it was making them go crazy, so they screwed it all up. Let's see here. Library. Yeah. All. How do I search? View, arrange by. Oops. Unspecified? No. All. Oh, there we go. It's search bar up top. Aliens. Here we go. Oh man, Berserker was such a good one. Always like Aliens over the Predators. Yeah, I love the Predator movie so much. You guys can't see this. There we go. Berserker up here was so cool because it's about a dude in a suit that like goes into the hives and it's like totally armored. He's like a Terminator from Games Workshop Warhammer 40,000. And I think it's a chick actually. Anyways, they pump drugs into her, like adrenaline, to keep her going in the suit. It's insane. Oh, these ones were so good. The artwork in here was so good. Colonial Marines. This was a crazy series. It kind of got lame after like issue 6, but I remember that. Earth War was so cool, man. It was crazy. Earth Angel was really weird. Genocide, yes, that was such a good series. But I do like the Aliens movie by James Cameron is so good. I was talking about that last night. Havoc, I've never seen these ones. Hive, I do remember reading. Newt's Tale was really good. It's like actually the story of Newt's Tale, Newt, the girl in Aliens, before the Marines show up. And so it's got a bit of the story of like the colonists getting taken by the aliens and stuff. And actually, I think in the unedited version of Aliens, you do actually see the colony before. Oh, the nostalgia. No kidding, man. Trip down memory lane here. Pig, Nido. I don't remember it being called Nido. Maybe that's just the guy's badges over it. I don't know. Aliens Rogue. This one was so good. The artwork was incredible. Yeah, wow, totally. Look, I remember this back cover, front cover. Xenogenesis. I guess maybe this is maybe it's a crossover with the Predator Xenogenesis. And then, of course, we've got everybody battling aliens for some reason. We got Ryan Reynolds here. But yeah, okay, guys. I'm going to switch over to Mirror's Edge, which means I've got to stop the stream and let it I forget what it's called. Let it lapse or whatever. So the next stream will be just Mirror's Edge. This is neat stuff to randomly find on Twitch. Thanks for bringing back the memories. I got to dip out though. Now I'll give a follow. Thanks, official Feep. God bless you, and God bless everybody. Because I'm taking a quick intermission.